Dear students, welcome back to Full Scholarships live video series. In this video, we'll be discussing how to apply for the fully funded Victoria University scholarships in Australia. These are for Masters and PhD academic session 2027. We'll show the detailed application process. Before we proceed, I'm going to remind you to subscribe YouTube channel Full Scholarships. If you're here for the first time, please do subscribe. If you already subscribed, just like and share this video. Do also follow us on Instagram page here. Our username is Full Scholarships. Link for this scholarship for Victoria University Australia will be given in the video description below. As usual, any of the videos that you watch, links for each of the scholarship will be given in the respective descriptions. Also, in the about section of the YouTube, you can see our website fullscholarships.net or cashmanbook.com. And on Instagram, you can directly message our team and ask for the link or check out the stories or highlights or directly check out the bio in the Instagram. You can see our website fullscholarships.net and click on that. It will take you to our website here. Even if you directly search on Google fullscholarships.net, you will get this website and you can apply for any of the scholarship that you wish. We'll be discussing about this Victoria University scholarship in Melbourne. They're offering the scholarship and they are accepting the applications for round 1 international research scholarship for international students. This is a fully funded master's and doctoral degree program scholarship which will fund tuition fee, health insurance, living stipend of $35,700, and it is hosted in Victoria, Australia. This scholarship is open to all international students and no IELTS exam is required for this. No, you don't need IELTS score. And the deadline is 13th of September 2026. Here are some details for this fully funded research scholarship. Uh, Even if you don't get any of the scholarships, you'll still get VU Global Research Scholarship with tuition fee, 20% off scholarship. This is in the extreme case you don't get any of the scholarships, you'll be still able to avail this scholarship. And for RTP scholarship in Victoria University, you must be an international student and be enrolled in any of the research courses, master's or PhD, and have previously studied in English language. So priority will be given those students. If you're applying for master, you should not have previously masters already. This should be your first masters, and if you're applying for PhD, you should not be enrolled anywhere in the PhD. This should be your first PhD here. Benefits: it will be having tuition fee waiver, $36,000 of annual stipend, and overseas health insurance. There's other scholarship as well, Tony Kruger scholarship. This is a social justice research scholarship, which will have a $40,700 of stipend, tuition fee waiver, overseas health insurance cover, and project-based scholarship will be as well there. So each scholarship will cover annual stipend and a minimum, like you don't have to pay a tuition fee. To be eligible to apply, you have to fulfill the process. You have to identify a subject, outline your research, find a supervisor, submit your application, and that's it. Now, in order to start application, click on this link here. And once you tap on that, you can see International Research Scholarship from Victoria University official website from the Melbourne campus. And about this scholarship, every detail is given here: RTP International Scholarship, Tony Kruger Scholarship, uh, China Council Scholarship, and project-based scholarship. You can see different scholarships. Eligibility criteria for each of the scholarship is mentioned here, and how to apply. You can see applications for period 1 2027 are open now. You have to research, select your research focus outline, and then contact a supervisor from that list. You can see different subjects here, different research topics, different PhD and master's research themes. You can choose any of these. You can, for example, go with this here. You can see the supervisor is this Professor Clares, and this is for PhD. You can see the research code, everything is there. Likewise, then you contact this supervisor that I'm applying for this topic, this project here, and he agrees, he acknowledges, he give you a receipt. You keep that. Then you need to apply for a graduate research and submit your application. So you click on this, apply for graduate research. When you click on that, you can see apply for graduate research, and you can see application dates. For international applicants, you have to click on this. You can see International applicants from offshore are open for research period 1st 2027, closes on 30 September uh, at 11:59 p.m. Australian time. This is how to apply for the research degree under international student category. And scroll down at the sixth step, you can see you have to prepare a research proposal to apply for this. And for sixth step, you can see you need to submit academic transcript, certificate, research proposal, your personal statement, your CV, and a supervisor HDR form. So you can simply, once you mail with the professor, once you submit email of interest, you can see email supervisor here. You can, once you submit that, they will send you a form, HDR prospective form. Here you can, even if you Google on it, you can download the advanced candidate supervisor form. I'll just download this here, and you have to fill this. Your supervisor will sign it and give it back to you. Then you come back here on this page, and you can see six steps, submit your application. Click on this here. And international students need to submit application through Victoria University International Portal here. Click on this link. And once you click on that, you can see apply via agent, apply directly to Victoria University. Tap on this directly and scroll down. You can see all the information. Then at the end, you can see apply now button. Click on this here. And once you tap on that, you have to select this citizenship status on the application portal here. Then are you in Australia? Select no. Where do you live? Select your country. And do you want support of any agency or you will apply by yourself? Click on start your application. Now once you click on that, you will have to register an account. Select your title here, and then first name, your last name, then your gender, your date of birth, your country of birth, citizenship same as above, email, confirm email, your phone number, your password, create a password, then click on create an account. I already have done this part here. We have created an account, so I'll simply log in and I'll show you the Gmail that they might send you an email about the confirmation. You can see verify your email. You'll have to verify your account as well. So let me verify. You can see thank you. Verify was application email verify was successful. Now we'll go back to login here and use our username and password that we have created. Now let me just use that detail and click on login. So you can see we have successfully logged into the dashboard here. Click on create application. So there is an agent list as well. In case you need any help from an external agent, you can do that. Application form type, you can see coursework international, research international. So for this, we'll be selecting research international. And once you select that, there should be a drop down coming up. It might take some time to load. You'll have to be patient there. So let's wait for a few seconds so that this application is that you can now you can see additional information. If you wish, you can collapse that. Now by course code you can search, or by program type you can see all program types. You can search here, and you can see different masters and doctor degrees by research are there. For example, I'll choose this masters of applied research at V University. You can see the course code here. Likewise, as earlier we had selected some of the courses, and you can see some course code RFO number is there, UPAD. So at this you might see this UPAD system, UPAF. This is in normal, so it there will be codes you have to select. For example, I'll go with this here. I'll select this, and then country of your application, select that here, then click on next. So after that, we'll have to submit another detail that how we are going to apply, and let's wait for that. Now you can see there are certain groups, agencies which you have to select from you wish to apply. For For example, I'll go with this here, and in your country it will show the list. Then click on continue. There's an registered agents that the university has nominated so that your application will be submitted through them only, and you'll have to adhere to this here. Now you'll have to submit personal information. I selected no agency because I'll just directly apply. And your gender, your date of birth, your country, citizenship. Then do you have passport? Select a yes. Type of passport which app you have, and a passport number. Then any disabilities, application country. Then do you hold or have previously applied Australia visa? Uh, will you be applying for Australia visa? So in where you will applying, so will be applying overseas. It intend which visa? So student, do you want Victoria Institute to arrange visa? So you can mention yes and no. If yes, you'll have to choose. Our denied visa, breach any conditions. Then click on next. So you'll have to complete this form as well. So all details like course details, study history. So something is missing here. Correspondence address. So residency will have to mention. Then select the country of your residency and state and province, postcode, and then click on next. So one by one, you have to complete this form. It might take some time. You'll have to be patient. There now course details, which when you wish to apply, which campus, and when do you want to start. I'll go with the July here. Fee is there, so all international students will be listed as fee paying, but you'll be eligible for the scholarship. And into which institute will be enrolling here, health and sport, and you'll just select the type, areas of priority. I'll go with the strategy and management. Potential supervisor, you can see different supervisors listed here. I'll just go with one of them. Then your research provisional title. Do you have a sponsor? If yes, select that, else click on no and continue. Tap on next button. Then your study history. Add your previous education details. Country. I'll select that. Now here you can see institution. If it is listed here, you can select, else select on other. So then enter the name of the institution and type of qualification you have achieved there. Type of qualification you have done. Currently studying, I'm not. We have completed this. And then completed, yes. Start and end date of the degree you'll have to mention here. Started Jan 2021, completed December 2025 here. Then language of instruction, obviously English. Then click on add item here. So that adds your bachelor's degree. Previously completed any thesis or papers, held any research training. Have you taken English test? If yes, you can submit. How will you funding? So we'll be mentioning the RTP scholarship here. Then click on next. After that, documentation. You'll have to submit the documents, CV, research proposal, supervisor form, and transcripts. You'll have to. So you have to acknowledge them and upload all the documents one by one. Passport you have to as well uh, attach. And then click on next. Once you complete all the documents, you can review the application here. Is ready to be submitted. Check all the information. Once you're satisfied with the information, it's true. You can agree. So we are here. Click on exit review mode, and we'll be ready. Agree terms and conditions. Click on submit. So you can see application submitted successfully. You can review application, and you nominated agent has been notified and will review your application shortly. In case you wish to submit directly, so we have selected to submit directly, but in case you wish to not to be nominated by the so you can ask your agent that will wish to continue, but as university has tried asked you to proceed with them only, so then you'll have to do the process with them only. So as application portal here, I'll go with my applications. As of now, I just kept it in abandon mode because this was just a demo application, so that I have shown you how do you apply, how is the process going to change here. So if you wish to add another application, you can do that. There's no application fee involved. Maybe the consulting agency might ask you for some fees, so you'll have to check that with university. Until then, the best and foremost important step is to have this form filled with your supervisor. Maybe you can directly ask them as well, and you can see once we submit application, you will be receiving this submission, and I later withdrew it just to show you the demo. And yeah, that's it for today. In case you have confusions, ask us in the directly comment section or directly visit the website for scholarships.net. There you can seek your assistance and we'll be happily helping you there. That's it for today. And if you need guidance on how to contact supervisor, you can directly message our team on Instagram. For that, you need to go to our website, and there on the right hand side, you can see Instagram button. It will link this scholarship page so that we can answer your query accordingly. I am signing off fullscholarships.net. Keep watching. Have a nice day ahead.